What's up guys, Celebric here. So today I'm making another Brave Battle video. Why? Because Askin came out and of course the meta shifted once again. So in my previous video I said defense builds are the best, and now it's still good, but in this video I'm gonna go through 5 different builds. You can go for each character. Some characters have more than 5 builds, some it doesn't, and I will also explain why. And I'm also gonna talk about the ranking system, which is kinda, I don't think anyone knows the current ranking system works 100%. I've been looking like info for this for like 2 days long, and I couldn't find anything except what Mollyprum posted on Reddit a few months ago. Here it is. Now it looks fine to me except for demote zone stuff and some of the stay stuff, and I mean, it's look where I am now in Lieutenant, and when you look at Lieutenant you look at the demote zone. Demote is supposed to be in 650 according to this thing, and I mean I'm 575 on a picture. So Mollyprum did say on their post that he doesn't, or she doesn't know that if it's correct, it might be wrong, or all of it might be wrong. Something like that. I don't know what she said, but anyway, this is what was posted, and this is just to give you guys idea on what the ranks is. It's not 100% correct, since literally this is like Lieutenant on demote zone. I know is incorrect, though some of the stuff does look correct. I'm not sure if Captain promote is really 30. I think it's 20. I'm not sure about that. I haven't been captain yet since the new meta. And actually, the only rank I haven't been yet is head captain. I've been captain once, but it wasn't in this meta. But anyways, let's start off with the video. Okay, so this video is only going to include these 5 units, its abilities. I will still talk about maybe still talk about other units, but this is the main focus of the video, since the current meta is the persistence meta. Okay, so you can just pause the video if you want. This is Askin's abilities and skills and stuff. And here is ranges. Here's sergeants. Here's Maminas. And here's Orehimes. Okay, so here comes the $1 million question, which literally almost everyone asks. Attack or defense build? If you ask me, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is what equipment you're using, and if you're staying at 100% attack or 100% defense. Like, you can't have one equipment attack and the rest defense. I mean, come on. But I'll show the equipment for both attack and defense builds, and also the links and stuff. Don't worry. First, I'm gonna show you guys tile lists of each Brave Battle unit, what they counter and what they don't counter, and so on. Okay, so here's one about Askin. He has fully advantage against Rangy and Ishin because he's a speed unit, and he counters power units, which both Rangy and Ishin is, and he's also Killer Soul Reaper, and they are both Soul Reapers. So he has a fully advantage against them. Okay, so this is he only has killer advantage on them, not ability advantage. Rangy being Soul Reapers, a bunch of Soul Reapers, and a bunch of Stun Ritters, since he has Soul Reaper and Stun Ritter killer. Just note, these are only the most used Brave Battle units I'm selected for this tile list, because I don't think the off-meta ones is really gonna do something on this tile list. And then these are the characters he only have aperture advantage against. It's basically only Chad he only has aperture advantage against, since he's human, he doesn't have human killer. But yeah, he still has advantage against Chad. And these are the characters which has killer disadvantage, meaning he has killer disadvantage against these characters. Of course, he's a Stun Ritter, so all these units are Stun Ritter killer. There's no Quincy killer Brave Battle unit, so it's only these units which has Stun Ritter killer, which counters him on that. And lastly, these are the units which has an aperture disadvantage against. Okay, so here's a list of for Renji. He has a fully advantage against Orihime, seeing that he's human killer plus and he's a power aptitude, so he counters technique units. Okay, so since he has killer human, there isn't really much human brave battle units out there. These are the only three which is literally on meta. Maybe not for speed chat anymore, but I mean you can still use him in brave battles. So he has a killer advantage against chat, Fazi Bloodroar chat, and also Orihime. And these are the units he has absolute advantage against on brave battles. Orihime, Kuru, Yashiki or something like that, and also Oko or also something like that. Now lucky for Renji, there's only 2 units with Soul Reaper Killer in brave battles, that being Askin and Ishin. Okay, so for the aperture disadvantage, he has speed units, all the meta speed units of brave battles. And yeah, in case you guys didn't realize, this Askin has Soul Reaper Killer and his speed unit, so you definitely do not want to put Renji against him. And here's the Tylus of Sergeant. He has fully advantage against Miminya, Safui, Yama, and Fazia Blator Yachiro because he's Captain and Sternritter Killer and he's a Mind unit. He has killer advantage against Sternritter and Captain units. He has upper advantage against these Heart units. And he has killer disadvantage by these units. It's only Ishin and Askin have been Soul Reaper Killer and the rest are all Captain Killer. And these are the units he has a disadvantage against. So yeah, for those who are confused, Might has an advantage against Heart unit and Heart unit has an advantage against Mind units. So yeah, you can kind of figure it by yourself. He has both advantage and disadvantage against these units. Moving on to Maminya's stylist, she has a fully advantage against Sergeant, 1000 years ago Yama, and Safui Kimpachi since he's Captain Killer and she's a Heart unit. Since he has only Captain Killer, these are the only units he has Killer against. And these are the only units he has aptitude advantage against since these are the only Mind units in brave battles. And all of these units has advantage against her because they have Sternritter Killer and she's a Sternritter. And just like Sergeant, it's Heart, Mind, those type of stuff. So these are the units which he has a disadvantage against, but he also has an advantage against them. And finally, here's the Brave Battle Queen's tier list, Orihime's. Okay, so she only has a fully advantage against Safui Sergeant since he's the only unit which is speed and also a captain unit for brave battles since he's killer captain and he counters speed units. Here are the units he has killer advantage against, aka captains. Here are those he has an aperture advantage against, aka speed units. Now lucky for him, there's only one brave battle human killer, which is Renji, so he only has a killer disadvantage against Renji. And lastly, here are the units he has a aperture disadvantage against, aka power units. And if you guys didn't realize yet, you should technically use her to take down Askin, and you should not put her against Renji because he has fully disadvantage against Renji. Now quickly before I go to the accessories and the links and stuff you should use for each unit, here are the best bonus abilities for brave battles. Some broken units like Orihime and Askin doesn't have Pierce Barrier, so Star Barrier could be a good thing to have in brave battles. Thus note, some units could give themselves Pierce Barrier because of Orihime giving the entire team like barriers, and then you kinda want Pierce Barrier. And also low stamina is extremely good because brave battle units has almost infinite defense because of the decreased damage stuff and the persistence stuff, so low stamina is good. And you always want dodge and persistence, that's literally the meta right now. And these will work for both attack and defense builds. Okay, so this is the attack build for Askin. Overall you're going with the bubble, I think that's a bubble, and 2 chappies. Or if you're going against a range unit, you want the shield and then the chappies. Okay, so there's three builds you can have if you're going for defense. Overall, best defense is the guitar and the two chappies. The only way you can get the guitar is from the Brave Battle Exchange shop, as far as I know. And then the best defense equipment you could use when you're going against a range unit is the shield and the chappies. And if you want attack and stamina with defense, you kind of want the bubble. Imagine that bubble I have there is 5+, without the focus being reduced with the chappies. And these are the links you should use for both attack and defense build. Go for links which is both decreased damage taken and normal attack damage. You can get one of them from Saint Commentary. I'm not sure which one, but I will later when I upload this say in the comments which Saint Commentary gives the Sangetsu character which has that link. I think it has damage decrease 16 and net damage 25%. Yeah, and if you don't have much of those links, you could also go for a bit like this, a full damage taken link with one of those decreased damage with net, and then one high net link. That could also work for Brave Battles. But I highly recommend a links which has both normal attack and decreased damage taken, because that's so much better than the other one. Okay, so for balanced builds mostly like 5 units. Okay, so this is mostly for range, like Askin and Orihime. If you have it in 5-5, try to get 3-star defense, and all your accessories should be attack type. And then of course your link should be a mixture, because a mixture between net and decreased damage taken stuff. And here's another balanced build. It's mostly for melee units. If you have them 5-5, a 3-star attack with defense stuff on the equipment. Also normal attack and decreased damage taken stuff. Just once again, imagine those purple is a power purple with 5-star plus. Okay, so if you're going for attack build, if you have a character 1-5, I recommend giving them attack. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky. If you're going for attack build, let's say for Askin and for Orihime, you want to give them attack and focus. But if it's Rangy, Mamiya, or Sergeant, you want to give them defense on the second slot. And if you have a unit 3-5, obviously you're going to give him defense or focus, depending on what build you go. If you're going for defense build, you're going to go defense on the first slot, attack on second slot, and mostly focus on the third slot, because stamina doesn't really matter that much. It's only Askin you want to go with more stamina since he inflicts poison. So Rangy might go for stamina third, but Orihime, you want to give Orihime the stamina because Askin inflicts poison. But I mean, it's not really that big difference. I would give him like her focus, because he has range and she could like kill him before he killed her. And then obviously you're going with stamina as the last fourth slot. And if you did focus before stamina, then you go 4 for stamina, and then of course for the fifth slot doesn't matter at all, because SP has been reduced to 0 because of the chappy, so it doesn't really matter. And for the third slot, I just said what the third slot should be. For attack build is 3-star attack, defense build 3-star defense. But if you're going for balanced builds, I previewed this video. I did already say in this video what the balanced builds are. Okay guys, so this video is almost done, I promise. Next up is the strategy. Which strategy would you take if you're taking an attack build? Remember, this is literally your attack is basically like, you should always like change your character. That character goes to slot 2, that character goes to slot 3, because you want to put them against the character we're gonna have advantage against. If you're going for special, which I don't recommend, which is mostly for defense build. Okay, actually I won't even say what you do at special, because it's so bad. And if you're doing for aptitude, which is actually for me recommended. Some people say it's ass, but trust me, it really isn't. Always put Askin in slot 1 if you have him. If the booster, always goes to slot 1, because slot 1 has more chance of boosting and stuff in slot 1, and also he inflicts poison. He can inflict poison at all 3 of the units in the Brave Battles, and he also has a special chance. Meaning if he's in slot 1, he can just, soul bomb and everyone is inflicted with poison. What I mean by that is he's in slot 1, meaning if there's a soul bomb, there's like 90% chance he's gonna do the soul bomb, and if he does it, everyone in team is inflicted with poison, and that's actually a really good thing. But anyway, the reason why I say take Appert is because you always want him as slot 1. You want to have Rangy put into slot 1 to fight against him specifically, and then whoever's in your other teams, they get matched with the right people or units they want to get matched against. Sorry guys, I've been talking for a long time. My English is not Englishing. Okay guys, so this was the most important stuff I wanted to say for this video. It wasn't everything, like there's a few things I didn't say, like the scores and the promotion stuff. Yeah, so I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. I hope you guys liked it. Sorry for my English, which wasn't Englishing before, but I mean, I'm getting a bit tired. It's like late right now. I will put this video on Premiere because if you guys don't know, YouTube has this thing about small challenge, not getting the views they want. Sometimes if it uploads things before like 20 hours of it being private, it doesn't get views and nobody sees it on the homepage stuff. So it's kind of like invisible to some people. So yeah, that's why I'm putting stuff on Premiere, aka private, for like a few hours, and then it's uploaded for those who don't know. Yeah, so I hope you guys take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.